Why do some companies make huge profits selling the same product as their competitors? The answer is hidden inside something called a value chain. And once you understand it, you'll never look at a business the same way again. I've made this video so easy to understand that you won't need to refer to any other sources. So make sure to watch it till the end. So what exactly is a value chain? Think of it this way. Imagine you're baking a cake to sell. You buy flour, mix the batter, bake it, decorate it, pack it nicely, and then deliver it to the customer. Every single one of those steps adds some value to the final product. That's a value chain. The full set of activities a company does to create a product or service and deliver it to the customer. By maximizing the value created at each point in the chain, your company can be better positioned to share more value with customers while capturing a greater share for itself. The term was created by a Harvard professor named Michael Porter back in 1985, and even today, it's one of the most powerful tools in business strategy. The big idea? If you understand where value is being created and where it's being wasted, you can improve profits, cut costs, and beat your competitors. Components of a value chain. Porter divided the value chain into two types of activities: primary activities and support activities. Let's start with the primary activities. These are the core things that directly create and deliver the product. 1. Inbound logistics. This is everything about receiving and storing raw materials. For example, a car company receives steel, rubber, and glass from suppliers. 2. Operations. This is where raw materials are turned into the final product, the actual manufacturing, assembling, or processing. 3. Outbound logistics. Now the product is ready. This is how it gets to the customer: warehousing, delivery, distribution. 4. Marketing and sales. How does the customer even know the product exists? Advertisements, pricing strategy, promotions, all of this falls here. 5. Service. After the customer buys, what happens next? Customer support, repairs, and warranties. This keeps customers happy and coming back. Now, none of these primary activities can work alone. They need support. That's where support activities come in. 1. Firm infrastructure, the management, legal, finance, and accounting systems that keep the whole company running. 2. Human resource management, hiring, training, and keeping the right people. A company is only as good as its team. 3. Technology development, research, innovation, software systems. This is how companies stay ahead. Okay, so now you know what a value chain looks like. But how do you actually use it? How does a real business sit down and do this analysis? Let's walk through it, step by step. Step 1. Identify all your activities. First, map out every single thing your business does. Don't skip anything. From the moment you source your raw materials to the moment the customer receives their order and contacts support, write it all down. Break it into the primary and support activities we just covered. Think of this as drawing a full picture of how your business actually works, not how you think it works. Step 2. Find the cost of each activity. Now, attach a cost to each step. How much money, time, and resources does each activity consume? This is where many businesses get a surprise. They often discover that a huge chunk of their money is going into a step that isn't really making the product better or the customer happier. That's a red flag. Step 3. Identify the value each activity creates. Now flip it. For each activity, ask, what value does this actually create for the customer? Does faster delivery make the customer happier? Does better packaging justify its cost? Does that extra customer support step build loyalty? If an activity costs a lot but creates very little value, it needs to be fixed or removed. If it creates massive value at low cost, that's your strength. Protect it and build on it. Step 4. Look for your competitive advantage. Here's the key question. Which of your activities do you do better than your competitors? Maybe your sourcing is cheaper. Maybe your technology is faster. Maybe your after-sales service is exceptional. Whatever it is, that activity is your competitive advantage. Porter said, companies can compete in two main ways, either by being the lowest cost provider or by being different and better in a way customers are willing to pay for. Your value chain analysis tells you which path you're on and whether you're walking it well. Step 5. Make improvements. Now you act. Cut the waste. Invest in your strengths. Fix the weak links. Maybe you outsource an activity that's costing too much. Maybe you invest in technology to speed up operations. Maybe you renegotiate with suppliers to reduce inbound costs. Every improvement you make at any single step can have a ripple effect across the entire chain, saving money, improving quality, or both. Why does it matter? Here's where it gets really interesting. When a company does a value chain analysis, they look at each activity and asks two questions. Is this adding real value? And is this costing more than it should? Take Amazon. Their outbound logistics, delivery speed, is so strong that it's become their biggest advantage. Customers stay loyal just because of fast shipping. Take IKEA. Their inbound logistics and operations are designed to keep costs incredibly low. Flat pack furniture reduces shipping costs. Customers assemble it themselves. Every step is designed to save money and pass some of that saving to the buyer. That's the power of value chain thinking. Now here's the thing. Understanding and analyzing the value chain is just the first step. The real skill is managing it. Coordinating all these activities, working with suppliers, cutting inefficiencies, and using technology to get ahead consistently over time. And that's exactly what we're covering in our next video on value chain management, how companies actually control and optimize their entire value chain in the real world with real examples. So make sure you hit subscribe and turn on notifications, because that video is coming very soon, and you don't want to miss it. If this video helped you, drop a like. It genuinely helps this channel grow. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. I read every single one. See you in the next one.